Hi everyone, Jackson here. Welcome back to the daily endeavours for the 18th of April. We've got a 15 till stat. Timestamps in the description as always if you want to fast forward to one in particular. I'm also just going to comment on one thing here. So, extracting at an enchanting table, 5 ghosts, structures, furnishings, very easy to get a structure one. 1 battleground match, and loot containers. So I just wanted to point out, I've realised this amount of XP that you get as a bonus is like so insignificant. I mean, there's so many other issues that are like more important than this, honestly. But like, I don't really understand why they even bothered with this, because it's like, this is nothing. Like, so got my trusty calculator here. So it's 1900 times it by 2 because it's double XP for the anniversary event. Times it by 3 because there's 3 endeavors you can do per day. Times it by 4 for enlightenment. Times it by 2.5, assuming like that is the max amount of you can get from ambrosia or XP scrolls. This is like really fucking pushing the limits of how much you can get. ESO plus, you have to pay raw money for that. Times that by 1.1. Then we go Ring of Mara, you have to pay real money for that, but if you even go to that extent, and you also lose a ring slot, so that's gone up there. Times at 1.1 again. I'm pretty sure that's the limit for regular XP, because Mora's Whispers, for example, that's just killing, like XP for killing enemies, so I'm pretty sure that's it. So it's like, yeah, it's like 140k XP maximum. It's like, that's 1 champion point. Woo! Life-changing. Like, I don't know, like, put an Undaunted key next to, like, doing a dungeon, or like, put Telvar alongside this so it's more attractive as an option, because Battleground sucks compared to all these ones. This one's also shit, so yeah, I'd avoid these 2 here, personally. So, Ghosts, Structure, Furnishings, Containers, all great. So I'll start with Ghosts. This one, there's a couple of good places. My preferred method is Starved Plain, because it's right next to a wayshrine that you start with on every character by default. A couple of other good options though. You've got Tansville Will, has a lot of spectral enemies. I believe Ezduin also has a bunch of spectral enemies. If you go to Betneek via the boatswain from Glenumbra, the Red Guard dude, this area here, Moricelli, has tons of spectral enemies out the front. Other than that, I really wouldn't go for anything more, because these are the places that I find to be the most reliable. They got the most in them. There's like, I think Crypto Hearts has a few of these, of like the ghost type enemies, and Forgotten Crypts has a few, but these ones should respawn fast enough that you can just clear them all very quickly. And that's the 5. So you can see there's so many specters here. Just do keep in mind, there is a quest here where you have to damage a spectre, like one of these ghosts, and then use an item on it, and people might be doing that. So if they get shitty at you killing them, just make sure you get your 5 and just leave. Because yeah, there is that. But that's usually most people are just here for doing the endeavor. Okay, so with structures, furnishings, if people did the old way that I used to do place furnishings, they'll probably have structure if they never got rid of one of those. So definitely have a look at that. I'll explain what that is in a minute. First thing I suggest you do for this though is go to any house that you own, go to the browse button there, whatever that says at the bottom, go to retrieve, and check this one here, structures. You might have some structures around one of your homes, especially like the bigger the home, the more chance there'll be. What you can do is, if you find, you don't even have to look for it. Like, all you have to do is just, I don't know what I'm doing here. So just click it, and this thing here, put away, do that. Now what you do is go out into the main menu, outside of the browse, and at the bottom left, you'll see undo. Hit that. That counts as placing a furnishing, and then you redo the same button there, and then redo undo again. And that way, it'll just pick up one of these random items, so you can see it there, and it'll just pick it up, and then it will place it back down again. It'll undo it, and that counts as you just placing the structure. So that's just a very easy way to get this one done as well. If you don't have a house at all, basically anything aside from the small apartment complexes will usually have one of these structures. I'll show you how to get one. All you need is 100 gold. Come to this location in a rosy line just south of the wayshrine in Daggerfall. This one here you start with by default, so it's very easy to reach. Talk to this lady here if she's here. You'll complete a quest that gives you a house for free. It won't come with a structure though, so what you want to do is come over to Rozika here, talk to her. This item here is a structure item, so just buy one of these and place it in your house. Do the undo redo strategy that I just showed you, and then that will count. So that's another easy way to do it. Okay, so now for containers, what I suggest you do is go to campaigns, Imperial City, just queue for that, enter the campaign. It'll take a few seconds, but it'll come up with an option to accept, and you just go that. You'll rock up in a safe zone in Imperial City, and all you have to do now is look around for some weapon racks. All the weapons you can take from these count as containers, so just take a bunch of these. And so I'll just leave it there because I want to do one more endeavor just to show you, but yeah, that's all you need to do. And there's tons of containers here, all these weapons here, shield, weapons here. So you shouldn't have any issues finding enough stuff, but everything that you can pick up, like armor, weapons, all that counts as containers. There's also more shit over here, yeah, more stuff there, more stuff here, more stuff everywhere. Now, if you aren't level 10, you won't be able to access this. If you're not level 10 yet and you can't do this, my first recommendation would be maybe get a character that's level 10 first. Maybe focus on that instead of just going straight on endeavors, but I'll just show you a few things you can do. So my usual way before learning about Imperial City was I used to come here, and everything here is the same thing. You just steal everything from weapon racks. To understand, you'll get a bounty if you do this and you're detected. So just go stealth, wait for everyone to be far enough away where you're hidden, and just steal some stuff there too. There's a lot of stuff in here. Usually there'll be 5 items. If not, there's a couple of other rooms that you can check too. So there's stuff in the Fighters Guild as well. This building here and this building here. Yeah, worth pointing out, this one I find, oh my god, fucking use your words, man. I find this one to be quite easy to get spotted in, so I usually don't use it. My other place I like to come to for this, or used to, is this spot here in Shadowfen, in the main city. So this spot here has a bunch of items that you can loot from these benches. These also count as containers too. And the only issue is this lady here comes over here, but whenever she's not here, that's it. Nothing else can spot you. So you just got all these items here that you can take. This guy never turns around, so you'll never have to worry about him. If you own the Necrom DLC, you can also use the Necrom Underway strat. There's a lot of people who show you how to do that, but you just go to the Outlaws Refuge, go to the northern end when you're inside the refuge. You get this, you go into this room that has a huge hallway full of urns, and all those urns count as containers. There's no guards, no NPCs that can see you, so it's really easy to use. No way to get spotted in there. Right, so I've got 10 items in an enchanting table. So you have to deconstruct glyphs. I don't think this one's very good, because unless you buy a bunch of really cheap glyphs from a guild store, like get really lucky and find them straight away, or just have 10 lying around that you haven't used, maybe in like enchanting writs. Aside from that, I don't think it's worth it compared to these ones here. It's more expensive, and it is quick, but these ones here are still really quick anyway, so yeah, I wouldn't really suggest this. But if you do want to do it, the quickest way I would say is talking to any enchanter in the game, like this one here. They sell glyphs, and you can just buy 10 glyphs. So in this case, I'll just buy 10. But as you can see, it costs a lot of gold, so I don't suggest doing this all the time. So yeah, you can just deconstruct all of those, and that counts. Yeah, not much else to say there. Like, you can create a low-level character, buy glyphs on them with gold, and it'll be cheaper. But again, I just spend the time doing the other ones. I think it's better. And yeah, one Battleground, wouldn't even bother with this one. The amount of time it will take you just looking for a Battleground, you could easily do these ones in that time. So I just don't think it's worth it. For the same amount of seals, same amount of XP, who gives a shit? Just don't do it. Alright, that's everything. if you've got any questions, as always, just let me know. If you want to know how to get to Stormhold and Shadowfen, just give me a holler. I can explain it. There's a free wave, pretty easy. Just run around a little bit. But yeah, thanks everyone for watching. Thanks for your support as always. We'll see you next time, and take care.